To run live free picks for you today for today's action. Before we get underway, just a reminder to subscribe to our channel. We post free picks every single day, tons of free picks on our channel. Be sure to subscribe and set those notifications. We'd like you guys to be live with us so you can interact with us in the chat because we are all interactive. So post your questions, your comments, and your picks in our chat room. We greatly appreciate that. And of course, our promo code is TonyT at checkout. You can save 20% off all premium pick packages. When you use that promo code, you can access our page by clicking the link you see in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and get signed up. Also visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com. We are a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers. Get signed up to some of our long-term passes. You'll see many plays up there right now from our cappers on the site. So go ahead and get on board here for Tuesday. Our best bet. Each capper can release one best bet per sport per day. Many best bets up here on the board today. You can see profit guarantee there, as meaning they must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for site credits. That is profit guarantee, as well as our $15 premium pick. And each capper can designate one of those plays as a promotional item. They notice their service to new and existing customers. Our 3-packs offer great value, so go ahead and get signed up. Tiffany in there. It's been hot. Lots of action today from Tiffany. I'm in there, as well as Daniel, Morning Steam team with a lot of packages today. Ramon, Mindy in there, and with some as well, Collins as well. So be sure to get signed up there. And of course, our pick ticker. If you like to, you can purchase the plays a la carte on our pick ticker with team versus team information. The pick ticker is a program by starting time, so you can see that's basically based on how they're set up here. We got a late steam play from Paul going off here in just a few minutes. Late steam are plays that are released by the handicappers 10 minutes to 2 hours before game time, and those are usually going to hit a high percentage because of all the late information that goes into the play. And as you can see, you can purchase these plays a la carte, or if you're just looking at the pick ticker, and you can just navigate to the sport of your choice for plenty of individual picks up there right now over at Tony'sPicks.com. Visit our pick ticker. All right, let's go ahead and let's get this one underway with us today. We got Ramon Scott and Mindy Hahn. So let's get underway here with Game Day Picks. Let's welcome in Mindy Hahn. You'll find her over at Tony'sPicks.com doing great work up there. We'll bring her in right now. Mindy, how's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing awesome. All right, here we go tonight. Mountain West Conference game between Colorado State and Air Force. Colorado State are going to lay 9. Total sits here at 133.
Yeah, so should be a good one here tonight in this matchup. Air Force 3-1 on the road against the spread, 8-2 though against the spread in their last 10. Air Force here is 4-4 against the spread at home, 3-6 in its last 9 here against the spread. So the Falcons now, they've lost 3 straight, and the Rams just have come off their first win in 5 tries here. Heading into this matchup, Air Force needs to kind of continue to play, tough defense. They only allow 63 points a game, allow 41%, from the floor to opposing teams, 28 from 3. And they really do like to grab the boards, that's for sure. They average 68 points of offense here. And on the other hand, Colorado State now, they actually average about 75 points on offense, shoot 49% from 2 and 37% from 3. So really a pretty, big offensive-minded team here. They allow 59 per game to their opponents. Rams shoot 44% from the floor. So it's kind of, basically who's going to prevail in this one, right? The better offense or the better defense? Colorado State usually has the edge here in this matchup head-to-head. The favorite is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings. But the Falcons are 5-1 in their last 6 games here on the road versus a team with a winning record. The Rams 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 versus a team with a winning record. So my modeling actually has this one with about a 6-point win here by this Colorado State team. But my play here is going to be on the Air Force Falcons with a victory with the points, +9 today.
All right, Ramon says go with Air Force here, plus the 9 here against Colorado State. Colorado State was a team that was highly touted early. They had some success here in some of their early games in non-conference, but it's kind of went the other way. They do have a notable win against St. Mary's, but man, a 4-game losing streak. They had a 4-game win streak until they broke it against Fresno State, 1-3 in the conference. But when I look at the conference numbers here this season, those 4 games, it's been ugly here. Colorado State last in defensive efficiency. they're giving up 45% from the three-point line, and not rebounding the ball very well, even on the offensive side. Air Force has had their struggles on the defensive side in conference play. But when you look at Air Force, they've probably faced the top three teams in the Mountain West to kick it off: San Diego State, Nevada, and Utah State.
Yeah, I mean, and if you take a look at, if just like teams that they've played, right? In conference, they've both played versus Nevada. Air Force lost 69-75. Colorado State here lost 69-80. So again, these two teams kind of hold up pretty comparable if you take a look at it, as a whole here. And again, Colorado's opponents have, like you said, right, with their lack of defense here in the last 4 games, they've been allowing those opposing teams to score about 80 points of offense, while Air Force, on the other hand, are holding their opponents here in the mid-70s. So again, if I take a look at, even though Colorado State kind of looks a little bit better on offense, at least statistically, I think being like 13th in the nation, 10th in the nation from 2, that field goal percentage at 49, Air Force isn't too far behind. They're sitting at 47% here as well. So that's why I think the better defense here is going to prevail in this one. Again, it may be one of those at Colorado State. I'd maybe lean to them being here at home and having the edge versus playing them over the last, 5 tries. But I still think here with the points, Air Force is going to be able to keep it close.
Keep it close, and we'll see how the tempo goes. This team they play that Princeton-style offense where they hold the ball, and I think teams like Colorado State may have trouble dealing with this tempo. This year it has been that case. They've had some struggles, but they did cover in San Diego State, and as a big dog, I remember that game going off, and Colorado State, a team having their struggles. Mindy here, Air Force plus the 9 against Colorado State. This one to start here at 9 Eastern Time, Mountain West Network. Local regional coverage on TV, streaming on the website otherwise. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for today's action. Of course, we have a NBA. We've got a good college basketball board today, some on the ice as well. What do you have going on over at Tony'sPicks.com as you're showing great results here over the past 30 days?
Yeah, I mean, and, most of my numbers there that I talk about are pace adjusted as well. So you do have, Air Force with a little bit slower pace, but it's really not too much if you take a look at that as well. So just wanted to throw that in there, that was taken into consideration here during, the handicap. But today I got 3 games in the NHL that I'm in on. You can get that in a 3-pack. 4 in the NBA, where I went ahead and did a 3-pack and a best bet that you can pick up. And then I did a 5-pack in college basketball. I'm still kind of waiting on, I think I've narrowed down. I had 3 plays this morning. I kind of crossed off 2 of them. Still waiting on 1, so might have 1 late steam play here coming in later tonight if that works out. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with the card today. Been seeing it really well. Came off another winning day. Was 7-4 last night. Actually, my weak spot was in the NHL. I was way ahead in the other 3 sports there. So yeah, I mean, off a really nice day, off a really nice week, a really nice month. So looking forward to keeping that going. So again, it might be better for you to just go ahead and pick up something a little bit longer term. If you're already buying some of these, $45 a la carte, you might as well put in another $45 there and get yourself a weekend pass, or take a look at something more like a monthly pass, where you can get the bigger bang for your buck, minimize the amount per play that you're, giving out for handicapping, and put more money in your pocket. So yeah, have a lot to offer. I think everyone can find a little bit of something that they like today, Tony.
That's right. Get on board here with Mindy over at Tony'sPicks.com. As we put up the results here, she's been doing excellent work here as we put up the numbers once again here. 1,451 units of profit. That is all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can go over to Mindy's profile page right now. You'll see Mindy on board here with a 3-pack here from college basketball. NBA guaranteed 3-pack as well up on the board. NHL 3-pack as well. Lots of action here from Mindy, also with the best bets coming in here from the NBA. So go ahead and get on board with Mindy Hahn over at Tony's Picks. You can also, instead of buying these plays individually, opt for one of the longer term passes. She has a 3 or 7 day pass. That 7-day pass is a really good value right now here on a Tuesday. When you get that 7-day pass, you get all of Mindy's premium plays here for 7 days, all her NBA, all her college all her college basketball, NHL, and of course the NFL's perfect, right? Because we got NFL here at playoffs on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Cowboys and Bucks Monday night. Oh boy, that'll be something. Great scheduling there.
It will be.
It will be. Will it be Brady's last game? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. The drama will unfold in front of our eyes here on Monday night. Looking forward to that one already. So that's a great time to get that 7-day pass. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off her packages there. That 7-day pass, or any of the individual plays you buy up there, you'll save. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab. You'll land right here on Mindy's site. You'll see her great records, all her one-day passes that are profit guarantee, and the yellow, which are longer-term passes, not profit guarantee because they're sold at a major discount because they're long-term. And then you'll find her 7-day pass. Go ahead, click it, and get signed up. All right, Mindy, we also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Mindy. Content there, and of course that great show you and Ramon with that morning steam. I think you guys are breaking records almost daily.
Yes, we're totally breaking records daily. We had our highest live chat offering today at 71 viewers. Again, we had been going up by about 3 folks a day. Today we totally, went up about 6. So really happy with the output. We really appreciate everyone in the chat. I see we have some folks here from the morning steam in our chat room today for game day picks. But yeah, we're having a good time on the morning steam, where we are live every Saturday through Thursday, 8 a.m. Central, where we go over the full card of the NBA and NHL. And then we usually, have a select few from college basketball, since we're, unable to go for about 5 or 6 hours long on the show. Today, though, we, had some requests, so we did some live added bonus extras. So that was a lot of fun as well. I already have requests for some basketball games tomorrow, so make sure you come over and stop by and see the show live in the morning. And then also you can find me at Tony's Picks Mindy on the Twitter account, where you can go ahead and get more free picks from me. Today it's going to be in college basketball between Eastern Michigan and Western Michigan. So if you're interested to see what my pick is, make sure you get to the Twitter account over there. But yeah, make sure you find us over at Tony'sPicks.com. Buy one of those packages. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to get signed up.
That's right. Get on board with Mindy Han over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout and get on board with her plays here over today's action. As you can see, there's plenty of action there for today, and the longer-term passes will serve you well. All right, Mindy, it's always great having you show. Keep up that great work, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
All right. Sounds good. See ya.
See ya. Mindy Han here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with you here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. each time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications, because we appreciate all that from you guys. Just wanted to check out some of the comments here. We're getting a lot of great comments up here in our chat room. I'll give a shout out there to Mad Bull up there, as well as Angel Reyes, who's been you catch him there on the morning steam with a lot of their comments there on the show, the morning steam. I just wanted to check out some more things. I was trying to get my program here to pull them up here. Here we go. And we're getting a lot of great comments here from Mad Bull, and as well as from Angel. So Angel, as we always invite you guys here to contribute there in the chat room as well. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Now it's time to welcome in Ramon Scott. You'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com. Ramon doing great work. I think we're ready to bring him in right now. Ramon, what's happening?
Yeah, Tony, like one of our more popular chat room contributors said, I don't know how I ended up here, but here I am.
Oh, yes. That's right. All right, here we go tonight in the NBA here. The Raptors had their issues this year. They'll be hosting the Hornets, one of those hot and cold teams, right? You just kind of scratch your head when you see them play. You got the ball in there, and then they just seem to be just one of those teams up and down. Anyway, Raptors here, lane 8, total 229.
Yeah, which Toronto team do you get? I mean, maybe it's not the team we've expected. Certainly, it's 6 games below 500 right now, and maybe not the defense we've expected from Toronto. But in this one, Tony, Charlotte comes in. Just 2 games ago, they played their game of the season when they upset the Milwaukee Bucks. They scored 138 points in that one, and then in typical Charlotte fashion, they fell flat against Indiana on Sunday. They allowed 43 points in the fourth quarter. Those are the Charlotte Hornets that I know. Anyways, this season, I've always been banging on their defense all season long. They don't score that well either, but I think, in games where they can get into a little bit of a score fest, they can put up some points. So, like I said, Toronto's not exactly playing the type of defense we've come to expect from the Raptors, and maybe that's why they are, sub 500 right now. We know Charlotte certainly is sub 500. They've gone over in 14 of their 22 road games this season. These teams will play the first tonight of back-to-back games, not back-to-back nights, but they're going to come back on Thursday night here also in Toronto and play each other. So a couple of injuries to look out for Charlotte. Kelly Oubre's out and Hayward is out as well. So for me, Charlotte, they don't guard the forward spot very well. So I've got, Barnes and Siakam probably can come through with strong games here. Siakam certainly is a guy that, since coming back from injury, we haven't seen him go off necessarily, but against Charlotte, I think that might be a possibility of having a strong game. Looks like a lot of interest here on the under, but I want to go over in this one. 6 of the last 7 meetings here in Toronto have gone over. I think Anunoby can have an okay game as well. I think Charlotte also can have some strong offensive performances. I think one thing, they do rank pretty low offensively. I mean, they're certainly in the bottom 10, but I think, they can have some production here tonight. Again, probably in the front court, Plumlee, Washington, maybe McDaniels as well. So for Toronto also, I think Fred is playing pretty well of late, so Van Vliet can maybe dictate a little bit better of a pace. But again, when you see a Charlotte team now playing their third straight road game and the way they faded against Indiana in that fourth quarter, they scored 32 points themselves in the fourth quarter. It was a 75-point fourth quarter, and that's how these games continue to get away from Charlotte. The lack of defense that has really been their bugaboo. So this total's pretty high, 229, but I have these teams getting into the 230s in this one. I'm going to go over 229 tonight with Charlotte and Toronto, Tony.
All right, Ramon here on Hornets. The Hornets and Raptors over 229 in this one. Of course, looking at the injury report, pretty much clean here for Toronto. That's probably the first time we've seen no injuries here for the Raptors. They've always had a couple guys on there. Hayward, doubtful. Oubre out here for Charlotte. We know Ball is in the lineup. And speaking of defense has kind of been an issue here for the Raptors. If you've seen them here at home, I think they've been really tough to back at home with really poor defense. Overall for the season, they're giving up over 48% shooting at home. That's like that's a bad road team, right? That they can't just give up. But you're giving up 48% at home. There's some problems there. They've lost 4 of 6 at home. They said 26 in offensive issues. They have their offensive issues here at home, but it's really the defense that's been really bad this year at home here for the Toronto.
I see a lot of discussion today. I like to watch these YouTube shows while I'm working on games and everything. Try not to put too much stock into the talking heads, but they're just like me, right? Analyzing the games and talking about them. And, people want to bang on that Charlotte offense a little bit. But again, in so many games they played without their floor leader, LaMelo, and he does make a huge difference when he's out there. There's no doubt about it. I mean, that's been proven. The game against Milwaukee, you thought you were looking at a playoff caliber team, really. Milwaukee wasn't sour in that game necessarily. Charlotte just, played one of their better games to put up nearly 140 against them. That's saying something. But yeah, Toronto, not the Toronto we've expected. And I think people are relying too much on those long-term numbers with Charlotte, where they were, certainly almost bottom 5 in the league in scoring. I mean, look, that's why they have the poor record that they do. They haven't really produced the wins yet with LaMelo in there, but they certainly, I think, are increasing their tempo, increasing their production a little bit offensively with LaMelo in there. So, again, could see the same replay as what you saw against Indiana. I know that, I think there's a lot of talk about this game possibly staying under because it's a big number and it's Toronto at home. But, again, Charlotte gets into a matador defense situation in the fourth quarter, and I just keep ragging on this constantly throughout the first half of the season here with Charlotte and their defensive trends. They are 14-8 to the over, as I said, on the road. So you're obviously going to have a less defensive intensity, I think, on the road. Toronto kind of flatlines it a little bit, but again, when you look at the way the wings are guarded a little bit, so I think that guys like Washington and McDaniels for Charlotte can do some damage, and of course for Toronto, Barnes and Siakam and Anunoby, I think, also can have success tonight. I look for most of the production actually to come from the front court. I mentioned Fred. I got the up arrow on Van Vliet also for Toronto. Got more up arrows than down arrows in this game, and that's kind of how I base my totals a little bit. I like to throw out a lot of trends because it's great talking points, but really it comes down to the matchups for me, and I see these front courts kind of dictating tonight offensively.
All right, Ramon here on Hornets Raptors over 229. This one to start here at 7:40 Eastern Time. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at TonySpeaks.com for today's action. Of course, good results here in NBA. Great results here for 2022 as we got the we're doing some work here on the leaderboards. We'll have give you a little bit more activity here for you guys to check out as we have today. Well, a good NBA card up here on the board. We got a lot of college basketball. Of course, we got the conference teams in action today. What do you have going over at the site?
Yeah, Tony, all about basketball tonight. Got a five game package there you see for $30. Good price there on that 5-game college pack right there. All of them are on the early starts. I plan on maybe coming in with a late package as well. We're gonna go pretty heavy today. I'm kind of on tilt off of yesterday's mediocre performance. So, and just like anybody, I'm full of emotion. Sometimes I know I look stoic up here, but probably going to press the gas pedal a little bit tonight in college basketball, especially with conference play. Like you said, Tony, we're starting to get 2, 3, 4 games in conference play, and those conference numbers are so much more significant than the ups and downs, the inconsistencies of non-conference play when you're playing some good teams and some bad teams. That can be the case in conference play too, but the trends are a little bit more steady when it comes to teams you play, twice, sometimes 3 times a year, and now we're into conference play here. So 5-game package right there. Those are all 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific starts for $30. Also in the NBA, got a 3-pack tonight. That might be as far as we go here in the NBA tonight as far as premiums are concerned, but got that 3-pack up there for $30. All of those profit guaranteed, must show a profit or get your credits back to your Tony's account. That can't be said enough here with the way we do things. You'll always have a winning experience with Tony's picks and our premium picks. Remember, if we don't cut a profit on those picks, it's unfortunate. We are disappointed as much as the customer is, but it's not like some of the sites where you just get those picks, and not only have you had a losing day, but you've also paid your tout, if you will, and the picks fall flat. Well, here at Tony's Picks, you get credits right back to your account. Hopefully you come back strong with me, but I don't mind if you go and pick one of our other handicappers, especially some of our hot handicappers right now. So you get credits back to your account if your premium packages do not cash here at Tony's Picks. These are the ones that have the orange button there, profit guaranteed, and there's a little note there right below it. You see what are profit guaranteed picks, and when you click on that, it explains in perfect detail exactly what this means, meaning if it does not turn a profit. Really, with these type of games, hockey's a little different with the money lines, but still the same criteria, must turn a profit. In the spread sports, usually you're going to see exactly what you would expect. A 3-game package, got to go at least 2-1. 5-game package, got to go at least 3-2. 7-game package, usually still have to go 4-3 there in those as well. So that's what we offer here at Tony'sPicks.com. We want you to have a winning experience. And you look at our cappers doing a pretty good job so far since the turn of the year. Yeah, you guys, made me put those old numbers up, try to get me started here for 2023. But it'll all come around. It always does for me here at Tony's Picks. And congratulations, Tony. Mindy mentioned it on our show. I mean, we know you've been doing this for years. You can go back and search the YouTube and look at young Tony doing his show. But thank you so much. 1 year tomorrow, Tony, with the website. Look how far it's come. It's one of the smoothest multi-handicapper websites. Anybody who's surfed around at our competitors a little bit, maybe their sites are a little clunky. Ours, when you click on those buttons, you get kind of a smooth feel to it, and that's exactly what we want to see. Hats off to our programmers as well and the GM for getting everything started. And I can't think of a better situation to be in here than with you guys at Tony's Picks. So please pick up a 5-pack there in college basketball, 3-pack in the NBA. Looking at the hockey card, but Mindy and I ended up pretty heavy on the hockey card over with our morning steam team, and I think most of my picks might be over there with Mindy on our premium selections over there. We ended up with 5 plays in hockey. So if you missed the show, you don't want to go back and look through the YouTube and pick those up. Mindy and I have a 5-pack of plays in the NHL tonight over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all of our premium pick packages, including those that we offer for free on the show. But if you're in a hurry, or hey, just do us a solid, pick those up for a pretty cheap price over there at Tony's Picks on our NHL tonight. Not sure I'll get a premium because I really liked all those selections, and maybe we'll stretch it out a little bit, but want to turn it around off of yesterday and that game that didn't turn out to be so fun, Tony, in the end. Unless you back the Georgia Bulldogs, that's fine too, but I think everybody would like to have seen a more competitive game in such a high-profile situation. So a couple of packages from me tonight.
Made the NBA happy, though. I was wondering about that. They were very happy to see that. Anyway, yeah, I'm here with Ramon over at Tony's Picks. You see the plays up there. Tuesday, college basketball, 5-pack up there. Tuesday, NBA 3-pack. And, of course, you may go with the longer-term passes. We said in the previous segment that 7-day pass is a really good value right now. Get all of Ramon's premium plays for 7 days. That includes all his NBA, NHL, college hoops, NFL. Remember NFL? We got NFL games here, playoff games here on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We don't raise the prices because it's NFL playoffs, okay? It's the same price. So get on board there with the 7-day pass right now. From Ramon, use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save 20% off. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link in the description. Click the All Cappers tab. You'll land right on his page and go ahead and get signed up and get into his 1-day passes, which are profit guarantee, or the longer-term passes, which aren't, because they're sold at a much discounted rate there, and get on board. You can also buy Ramon's Place a la carte on the pick ticker with team versus team information. So you choose it, what's best for you. You get on board there and get signed up. All right, Ramon, we also put together a Twitter account for you. Tony's Picks for Ramon, which should be going blue any minute now. That's what I've told you, and Mindy's. And also, you've got that morning steam. Conclude another show for today.
That's a great point to talk about the pricing too as well, Tony. You really shouldn't have much of a variance between the regular season and the postseason. If anything, maybe you could step it up. I think everyone kind of does when it comes to those playoffs, maybe even with their betting units, because there is more information available, and that can make a pick a little bit more solid. But really, it shouldn't vary too much. So that's a great point about the pricing as well. Get my pick today in social media tonight. This one will come to you in college basketball. It's in the Mid-American Conference between Ball State and Ohio. Follow me at Tony's Picks Ramon to get that selection in the MAC. That one goes off 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific in a closely rated game in that one. So who do I like? Ball State, Ohio? Log on to Twitter. Go to Tony's Picks Ramon and check out and see my selection there. We got selections every day on there on the weekdays, 5 days a week, sometimes on the weekends as well, but with those heavy bet schedules, sometimes a little bit tough to get around to that one. And yeah, Tony, we'll be back with more Morning Steam tomorrow with the crew, with myself and Mindy and everybody in the chat, and they were really making us work today, but I didn't mind at all. We didn't have a huge overwhelming card, so we made some videos on the fly with the games they wanted to hear about, and I was already ready with my entire handicap laid out on my sheets here. So when they come in and ask for some plays on the fly, Mindy and I are ready to give them to them. She's got all her numbers all printed out and ready to go. Maybe less detailed handicap, but certainly I already have my selections and the way I feel about the games going in, just kind of waiting on, line movement and maybe some public percentages, but I'm ready to go with those plays. So when they asked for 2, 3, 4 plays on the fly tonight, we just gave them to them. Why not? That's what we do over there on the show. And Mindy mentioned it. We're getting those, for us, record numbers. We're just really pleased with that, with all the viewership and everything, making us feel like we're doing a good job. And that's what makes us come back every day. When they're already chatting, waiting for us to come on the air, and Mindy and I are scrambling backstage, how are we going to do it? What are we going to do? Anything to talk about, things like that. And the chat's raring to go. They're already talking about who's got Mad Bull's locks and who's got, what information ready to go, and they come in pretty solid with their picks as well. And sometimes I even have trouble keeping up, putting the picks up there. But I think that's part of the fun of it, is getting their comments on screen, getting their picks on the record, if you will. I mean, Mindy and I are giving out picks, so is the chat. So that's the fun part of the show. I don't know if anybody's kind of doing it like we are. Everyone, there are a lot of different shows out there right here, mostly on YouTube, and it's a lot of opinions from the experts. But I think we're really might be the only show where we're giving the picks of the audience right there on the screen. So that's a concept.
You gave me a good idea for your night show called Audience Picks.
We might end up with audience picks. We might end up with me on screen. Yeah, it might end up with just me if we can't get any guests.
That's right. We got to. Well, I'm counting on my GM to get this together. We get some more people here on our for
a little bit, but I know it's a great idea. And again, the way we're building these shows up, the way we're doing it on Tony's Picks, and quite frankly, it's a way to keep everybody involved and coming back to the show, is getting people involved. One of the most important things anybody wants to hear, is their name called and then have their, picks put on there. I think that's really cool. So they can say, hey, look, I mean, I put my picks on and they were on the air and I went 4-0 or whatever happened on the night. So that's how the show's evolved. Tony, it was your idea to get another show together, and I thought it was just going to be me talking, and look what we've come up with.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been great with the audience. Mad Bull liking the idea, and that's the key there. Is just the collective mind power there of with the chat group doing a great job of coming not only with a pick but giving you why they like it in a civil, polite way, friendly manner. Because you and Mindy set that tone, set the culture here for the show, and you can see it's working out really great here. All right, Ramon, it's always great having you on the show. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
See you then, Tony. Thanks.
Yeah, Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with you here, Game Day Picks, Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. We want you guys live with us. We load tons of free picks on our channel. Subscribe, and get notified when we give you the downloads and when we're live, so you can join us here in the chat. Of course, love looking at you guys there over on the site with Mad Bull, Angel Reyes here, Blake with some great comments here on the chat room. Keep it up. We greatly appreciate that. Let's continue on here on the show. Now it's time for my play. Let's bring it up right now. We're going to go here to college basketball tonight, ESPN, Virginia and North Carolina. Virginia here laying 4.5. Total sits here at 133. I'm going to be looking here at the road underdog, North Carolina, here at plus the 4.5. North Carolina is a team here. Let's look here at this. First off, let's take a look here at North Carolina. Right there, 11-5 overall, 3-2 in conference. They had road losses by 8 at Virginia Tech and Pittsburgh by 2. But when you look at the Tar Heels overall in ACC conference play, they are tops in offensive efficiency. They're making 55% inside, 75% of their free throws. They're making 75% of the free throw line. They've had some issues defensively in conference. But Virginia, 11-3 overall, 3-2 in the conference. They're shooting well, but they're only making 45% inside against the ACC. Defensive in the ACC, the team has struggled on the glass, and they're giving up 38% from 3. You struggle on the glass here against North Carolina, be careful. They do force turnovers in conference. They hold teams to 41% inside, but again, the Cavaliers have just been a poor cover team, failing to cover 9 of 10, and they're only shooting 42% in conference. That's not good enough to cover this number. We'll take North Carolina here plus 4.5 here against Virginia. All right, guys, check out Tony'sPicks.com right now. I'll let you know what I have on the site. I have 4 premium plays up today, as we've got best bet in there here from the NBA tonight, so get on board with that. Also, I put together a 3-pack today here on the site here with the 1 NBA and 2 college basketball plays. That's my 3-pack. My best bet is standalone today at $15 with that play tonight from the NBA. So get on board. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save 20% off. Of course, you can access my page right now by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, and you'll land right on my page and go ahead and get signed up to my packs. This is for tonight, or go longer term if you would. All right, let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. It's now time for the recap. Let's recap the plays from today's show. We had Mindy here on Air Force +9 against Colorado State. Ramon was on the Hornets Raptors over 229. I'm on North Carolina here +4.5. Chat room, give me your play. Give me your play and I'll stay on the air. I want your best play today from Mad Bull, Angel Reyes, Blake. Put them on there and let's find out what the group out there who can't watch the chat, who are at work, listening on their desk, think. And I will let you guys know what it is. Before we get to it, guys, be sure to tune in again tomorrow here live here at 3 Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers here from Tony's Picks. We'll give out the plays for you here in live here on the show. Once again, guys, use that like, subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. And, of course, set those notifications. So when we're live with you. I think Mad Bull liked the Canucks. Yeah, he likes the Canucks in this one. I believe that's what his play was. Yep, I think we found it. Canucks today from the Mad Bull. So we appreciate that result there. And of course, Blake and Angel Reyes. Angel Reyes likes the Hornets today, as that was his one up there. All right. That'll do it here for today's show, guys. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow, and we'll be right back at it again with the plays. And we got Blake here, Hornets over 229. That's from Blake, and appreciate that contribution there. I think we already got Mad Bull's play up there, but appreciate that. All right, that's going to do it for the show. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from today's show. Go ahead and say goodbye to you guys. You guys make it a great afternoon, evening. We'll talk with you again here tomorrow on Game Day Pick.